back to another weekly vlog. We are starting a day somewhere quite interesting, definitely not our back room. We are in the Royal Air Force Museum today and it is raining so much outside, so we decided we'd come shelter from the rain and find out about some of New Zealand's Air Force history. So we've got some really cool planes and helicopters behind us, so we're going to spend a few hours exploring, and this video might also look a little bit different to our last weekly vlog. It's going to be a little bit shorter because probably what is very common for people to do on YouTube is film quite a lot of videos at the same time, but my little brain hasn't got around to comprehending and planning that yet, but we're going to try this week. So we're going to be filming what to do in Christchurch on a budget video, and also we're going to try some New Zealand foods and snacks and film that for you guys too. So this might be a little bit shorter, but we're going to take you along, sort of show you some of the behind the scenes and what we're getting up to, and then you'll see the full thing in some of those other videos. This museum is also free to get in, and there's actually not a lot of free museums open in the moment in Christchurch. The one that was open, the Canterbury Museum, is closed for refurbishment for around 5 years, and I think there's one art gallery which is free, but this is the only other one. So it's a really good thing to do and bring kids to, or just come have a mooch around if you're stuck for time, or like us, it's raining in your trip. But yeah, it's free, which is always a Brucey bonus. This is one of two big halls and spaces they have like this here, probably of a similar size. So say there's around 20 aircraft in here, and I'll insert some clips now so you can have a little bit of a closer look. But it's really cool, like so much history, and each of the placards and information cards have so much information just about the generic planes, but also that model specific to New Zealand and that exact plane or helicopter. So there's so much, you can walk around for hours. I'd say this is a good like 3-hour trip because there's just so much to see. And although the museum is free, there are paid things that you can do. So this is one of them, a simulator, $8, and you can go in. They must give you a little code. Yeah, pilot access code that we do not have. And then you can fly. Whee! Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new day. It's Tuesday today, and as you can see, I'm very sweaty. I've just been for a run, and we have gone up to a beautiful, beautiful viewpoint called the Sign of the Kiwi. We started at the bottom, called the Sign of, I will insert it here because I've forgotten, but it was a 20-minute-ish run up. We actually managed to do it in 18, and it's a lovely, lovely trail that we followed. So even if you don't run it, you can walk it, and from the point where we're at, which you will now know, it is around a half an hour, maybe 40-minute walk, but you can go grab a drink at the top and some meals, and you get to a point where you can see both Christchurch and then the other side of Littleton, so a little bit like the gondola ride that we had the other week, and I'll link this video here, that video here, if you haven't seen the views from both sides. It's definitely worth it if you are fancying a walk in Christchurch that's a little bit outside, guarantees beautiful views, and is really easy. A lot of it was shady as well, so if you do come on a really hot day, it's really nice because a lot of it is shaded. And then that way you can enjoy the views, be in the sun, but not get too hot. Also, Laura told me that on a really clear day, you can see out across all the way to the mountains, and if you come on a clear winter's day, you can see snow from the top of them as well. So it's definitely worth the effort to run to the top. It was run with Laura, and she's a very quick runner. But I've also just come to a lookout, which is at the bottom where we started, and we're still really high. So Tom is just on his way to bring the drone. So if he comes, I'll insert some footage as well of the drone, because I imagine you'll get really, really pretty views from up here looking all the way over. So I'll insert those now. Trying to film for the vlog, and this cat just keeps on coming and stroking alongside me. Hello everyone, so it's the evening now, it's around 6 o'clock and we're just getting ready to head out to the Tannery. And if people that watched the last vlog, you remember that's where we went last week, also on Tuesday, because not only do they have the shopping street, but they also have their own brewery. So the place where we're going tonight is the restaurant, and it's actually just called the Brewery. It's very hard to say brewery, isn't it? Tom and I were saying this last week. Brewery. It's much better when it's slower, but it makes my cheeks feel like I'm doing with singing exercise. But on a Tuesday they have 2-for-1 pizza, which is why when we were there last week it was fully booked out, but we decided to return this week. So we're going to go with Laura and Nate and get some 2-for-1 pizzas, and the menu looks incredible. We went and took a picture last week and it just looks so nice, and all of the things on the menu, like you'll see because I will show you, they're all named after, the pizzas are all named after places in Christchurch, which is really, really cool. So I'll take you along, I will show you what it's like, show you a selection of beers as well, because obviously they'll have many beers, and also the pizzas too. So we're at the brewery and this is the menu. So you can get other things other than pizza. You see here they've got tacos, some burgers and fries, a half-pint burger and fries, chicken wings. I like the sound of that salmon, potato and herb croquettes. But these are the pizzas. So like I said earlier, these are named after places in and around Christchurch. So we have gone for a Hey Hey and also a Pigeon Bay. So this is the beer. So you have the classic lagers, you've got a pale ale, pilsner, another pale ale, IPA and a milk stout. I've gone for the lager, and they also have a few guest ones as well, but they're not on here. It is another day, it is Wednesday today, and in this vicinity I have not picked up my camera today. We have been filming for 2 other videos that will be coming up soon, that I mentioned in Monday's clip. But we are actually on the way to a lecture now. A few weeks ago, Tom, just out of curiosity, googled whether there was any free lectures going on in and around Christchurch, as part of, I think there's a few different universities, but maybe there's just one, the university, whether they were just doing any free lectures, and this was one of the ones which came up, and it sounded the most interesting, I think. It is about Maori culture and masculinity in the modern age, which sounds so anthropology, so I'm really excited. We're running a bit late, hence the quick walk. I've been to a lectures theatre for nearly 5 years, so it's going to be a bit of an odd experience to go back into one and be in a lecture again. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Tom's brought his notepad as well, just in case he wants to take some notes. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll be really like a fun and different way to spend an evening, because like I said, we just wouldn't have done it otherwise. So yeah, we'll see what it's like. Hello everyone, it's Thursday today and welcome to another instalment of our weekly vlog. My little mind's getting confused because we're out filming today for our what to do in Christchurch on a budget video, but I just thought I'd hop on here, say hello in real time, but also to just mention something or a place that actually won't be on our video, and that is a part of Christchurch called The Crossing. It's really, really cool. It's like a sort of shopping crossed with dining space. I'll insert some clips now, but we just stopped by to get a coffee, and my favourite new coffee chain is Coffee Culture. We've got a little loyalty card and everything, and Tom's going to get a free one on his birthday on Sunday. Little plug for you all. But yeah, we were having a fine day. It's not been the best of days, I'm not going to lie. Like, I just really wasn't in the mood to film very much, which is also then very hard when you're trying to do like a video. I feel like I'm like a complaining influencer or something. It's so hard to film. But yeah, I definitely found it difficult to just get into the swing of things, but I just think coffee maybe was in order, and also just a little break for lunch. So I'm in a bit better form now, so we're going to carry on filming. We were going to retire and go home. You know, it's got to be honest, sometimes it's just not the one, is it? You just have days where you don't feel your best, and that was me earlier. So hopefully I'll perk up a little bit now I've had this. And also we're going to go to Holey Moley. I said that very posh. Holey Moley, that's better. Later with Laura and Nate. It's a crazy golf place, and we've got some drinks and like a bar tab all paid for as well, so that's gonna be really fun, so I'll show you that as well. So I might pop on and show you a few more things, but I just wanted to mention The Crossing because it's really, really cool, and definitely a place where you can grab a drink in the day or the night, and some food too. I've been checking my Twitter feed quite excessively over the past few days because it's the Barkley Marathons, and for those of you that don't know what the Barkley Marathon is, I'm not even going to attempt to explain it on here, but it is crazy. Go and check out an amazing documentary that is on YouTube all about it. There was also one on Netflix a few years ago, but I think it's been taken down now, but it is insane. And there is a woman who's running this year's race. Her name is Jasmine. Know nothing else about her, but I'm rooting for her. She is the only woman to start off on lap 4 of the Barkley Marathon course. So they do like 5 marathons basically in, I don't know whether it's 2 days, I think it's 48 hours. But she's only the second woman ever to start off on lap 4. So she's got to do one more and then another one to complete. But you know what? I think even if she does this, like the second woman ever, she could go the furthest. I'm so excited. Those of you that have watched that documentary, you'll get excited too by this because it's just an incredible feat of human resilience. It is an absolutely incredible event, so go check it out now. But I'm hooked. This is my kind of bathtub. So we're halfway around the second round, so we're about at hole 13 at Holey Moley, and it is so fun. I think this is probably like one of the best themed crazy golf course I've ever been to. And this was one where it's like a wind machine and you put that in and all the dollar bills flew up, and my skirt blew up. We'll leave it at that. The Titanic, got some Connect 4. I'll insert a few more clips, but it's so cool. We've got some ET, Hobbiton, and I love that there's New Zealand themed ones as well. Yeah! So we've come to get some things for the van, and as has been requested by one of my friends, she was surprised to know that there is a Westfield in New Zealand and Australia. And to be honest, we were also surprised when we saw one first off in Australia. We were in Sydney and I just didn't realise that it was a thing outside of the UK. But this is what the Westfield in New Zealand, not all of New Zealand, but just in Christchurch and in Riccarton more specifically, looks like. And they've got quite a lot of stuff in here. They have like a supermarket right down the end, and then this is where we're going today, into Kmart. But it is just like a less modern version of probably the Westfields in the UK. What do you have to say for yourself? All these items in our trolley that we can't afford. I want a little blanket. So we just stopped for lunch and we've had a pretty successful trip in Kmart, to be honest. You'll have seen us having a right whale of a time. But we got some pillows, we've got a new duvet set, we've got some tea towels, some hand towels, some body towels, all the towels under the sun. But yeah, we still got a few bits left to get, which they didn't actually have. For now, I think we're quite satisfied. I also treated myself to a paint by numbers, which I'm so excited about because the last time I did one of these, I actually then ended up not even probably half doing it, like a quarter doing it and then leaving it on the train, which was the most gutting thing. And then I reported it like lost and they never got back to me and said that they found it. They probably just put it in the bin, to be honest. But this is like a full canvas one. So I'm excited to like do that and then put it in the van. It's like a little project, and then we can put it up just to make it look all pretty and homely. So yeah, I feel like we've got some nice coherent colour scheme, nice things going on. I'm excited to get it all in now, and then we can see it and it will feel like a proper little home. Good morning everyone, it is Saturday and we have just done parkrun and been for our traditional McDonald's coffee. I don't think we've featured parkrun on these weekly vlogs actually, but parkrun's something that Tom and I do a lot of, especially when we're back in the UK. We got in a real habit of doing it on a Saturday morning. So in the UK, parkruns are a 5k run at 9 AM, and here they start at 8 o'clock. So we means that we just get, well, we have to get up an hour earlier, so we miss out on an hour's sleep, but also it just means that we have more of the day on Saturday, and then we always follow that up with a coffee. So that is what we have done this morning, and we've just been into a sort of like hiking, walking, outdoorsy shop outlet. It's called Kathmandu, and I think that's quite a popular outdoors brand here. I'd never heard of it before, but we have a little outlet shop near us in Riccarton at the moment. Tom got a really good value coat the other week, and I just went in, and because I'd seen a jumper when I'd been in before that I really wanted to buy, but the sizes were way too big for me, so I was like, oh, I'm just on the off chance there'd be one that's a bit more my size, and I went in and there was one today in like the super clearance, like a seconds section, because it said it had a makeup mark on the chest, but I really could hardly see anything. And it was reduced, so I have actually put it back for tomorrow, and I'm going to go and collect it tomorrow, because tomorrow we can hopefully get even more discount. So it's been a lovely start to the day, and I think today we're going to just walk into the centre of Christchurch, because on one of the days we knew we wanted to go out and watch the SailGP, but I think we'll do that actually on Tom's birthday tomorrow. So I think we're going to go and try and watch it on the big screen today, and then we are going to maybe go for some drinks later as well. Hello everyone, you find us in a very familiar location, however with a sun hat this time, because I've learnt my lesson. So that's what I mean, it wasn't bad last time, but you know, better be safe than sorry. We are hiking very quickly, as you can tell by our puffed out breath, so this is not going to be a long little intro to today. Up the pipeline again. Don't know why we're choosing to put ourselves through it for the second time. Well, we do, because it's SailGP today and we are hiking to the top of the hill so we can see the boats race, and we thought we'd get here with about half an hour to walk up, which, I mean, it will still take us that long, but we now only have 15 minutes and there are so many people going up. I'll just show you even this one in front, but you might well see tiny little people climbing up. So compared to like the 3 people that did it when we were here last time, we now have at least 30 that are going up there. So I feel like I'm on a pilgrimage, to be honest. And we'll show you the views from the top. You've already seen the journey, so you don't need to see that again. And hopefully we'll be able to show you some boats from the top too. So we've just come close, and I want to say 10-15 minutes. Oh, the heart rates are pumping. Just up this bit to go, but it does get flatter. Oh. Watching the SailGP, and you got such a good view from the top. We were a little bit doubtful just how well you'd be able to see the boats. It's just hard to picture, like obviously the lake's so big and we really thought the boats would be really, really small, but it was actually really clear, like you can make out who was who, like what flags were on the sails, so it was really fab. Unfortunately GB narrowly missed out on making the final, so the top 3. So the final race was Canada, New Zealand and Australia, and Canada won, so a bit of the underdogs, and honestly it's such a beautiful day for it. Like I really don't think they could have had a better weekend. All in all, it's been a lovely day so far, and I don't know what I mentioned, but we had been for brunch this morning, so we woke up and went for some brunch just in Riccarton, and then came home and went on the bus and came here. So we're gonna go home and have a barbecue after this. This is how John gets down hills, even in front of people. This is the revolutionary new.
Please be careful.
I've been hunting I'm a woman.
We're running now. Oh my god, we're gonna miss the bus. Oh. It's been 7 days without water now. I'm struggling, and I've got to start thinking, where is the next camel that I can camp out in for the night?
There, it's going to be okay. You can always drink your own wee.
It's about 47 degrees out here. There's dust in the air. I'm now parched. What's my next thought? I think it's absolutely neutral. Urine. My own urine. I can survive of that. That'll make me survive for a few more hours before I find the next stream.
It will tide me over, quite literally.
And then suddenly, what do I come across? Oh yes, rat droppings. That's my meal for the night.
On the next episode.
Although some people find rats disgusting, they're actually a really good source of protein. Humans can last up to another 7 to 8 hours just from a rat alone.
on, I realised that was very abrupt, funny, strange ending to leave the video on, and also I just hadn't filmed an outro, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of Tom's comedic genius. He's sat there, I don't know, he's cringing, laughing at himself, thinking he can really do a Bear Grylls accent, who knows, but I hope you enjoyed it. But that's an official end of the video. As you'll have seen, it was Tom's birthday, so we literally just went home, had a barbecue, had a lovely rest of the evening, and then it was Monday again, and a whole other weekly vlog was rolled around. So I'm gonna leave this one here, but thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next week for I think what will be a standalone video, because we took a trip last week on the Trans-Alpine Express through the Southern Alps and the mountains in New Zealand. We'll see you then. Bye bye.